gents, welcome back to Pitstop!
Hey! Big up. Midday on a Wednesday. We love a Wednesday.
Midday on a Wednesday. It's a bit grey, mate.
Wednesday used to be my favourite day to Skype. When it was school.
Off school.
And I had to take a day off to play Call of Duty. Wednesday was the day, halfway through the week, you've done Monday, Tuesday.
Hump day.
Yeah, but I just needed a little hump day.
It's always Monday for me. I had such a great weekend with my friends. Monday, you don't need to go to school on a Monday.
You wanted a 3-day all
yeah,
the time.
3-day weekend.
Bank holiday fab, they used to call him.
And it was great because every time that we'd have the day off school, we'd get on the Xbox and you'd see your mates pop up and you're all like, yeah, we've all Skyped off.
Yeah, I'd get to 9:30 in the morning and it'd say, a pink lightsaber 30 is online, an old granny is on. These are our friends' usernames. Happy
Don't
days.
skip school, though.
No.
Don't skip school. It's very, very, very bad.
Yeah, don't skip school. But thank you for joining us here on the Pitstop podcast for another episode. It's Thursday. We have the Monza Grand Prix at the weekend, which means in today's episode, we have to speak about everything that's been going on in F1 and give you our predictions for the Grand Prix.
Ferrari's home race.
Ferrari's home race.
The race that they seem to always get a win, even if the car is dog shite.
Yep, Charles Leclerc won here last year. They're off the back of a double DNF, though.
Yes.
So...
Not the greatest vibe going into a
how
home
confident
race.
do you reckon they are?
Fairly.
Yeah?
Fairly, yeah. Everyone at Maranello apparently has this sneaking suspicion that they're going to win. Again.
Well, we know that Ferrari's main motto, all the way back from Enzo, is they just need to be fast in the straights.
Yeah.
And Monza doesn't have many turns.
Well, that's what they are, mate. They're quick on the straights.
Yeah.
If you cast your mind back to China, Lewis won the sprint. He won the sprint, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And do you remember what happened after the feature race?
Disqualified.
Yeah. Why was he disqualified?
They had something wrong with the plank, I think.
Plank wear. So Ferrari's problem, right, is that their car is really, really good when it's low to the ground. Slam that Ferrari and it's quick. But the problem they're having is that they can't have it low enough. And that's why they're so slow, apparently.
They just can't lower it anymore.
Nah, because the plank's wearing on the thing and then they're getting done for the plank
I
wear.
understand.
Ride height's too low. But they do think that at Monza, it's the perfect track for them.
Are they bringing any new upgrades, floors or anything?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, they are
idea.
bringing a new paint job.
They are bringing a new paint. You clap it.
Yep.
Clap it. It's a big one, actually. It's a
Celebrating the 50th anniversary of Niki Lauda's first World Championship victory. Let's go.
I love that.
Do you like the livery?
Do you know what I like about it?
Yeah.
The wheels.
The wheels?
The wheels look great, yeah. Old school.
Well, I've actually got it here, side by side with the actual car Niki Lauda drove that they've tried to inspire it to.
Yeah. I mean,
So you can see the white.
It looks nothing like it.
No.
But
no.
I see what they've tried to do. For me, it's the wheels, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah, zoom in.
I'm zooming in. That little chromy...
It just looks like an old school F1 wheel.
Yeah, I do like
Which is
that.
really nice. I've just never been a fan of the white on a Ferrari.
No, I like it. I like it when they introduced it. I think it looks like a printer.
That's
if
not
you were
cool.
HP, you would want that.
If you were HP, yeah, but if you're Charles Leclerc...
No.
No, they should have done the whole car in white and had hints of red. But having just that top bit white, it looks a little bit tacky, I think.
Strangely to the driver, I think what the car looks like is probably like the least important thing because they never see it. It's like yourself, right? You never see yourself unless you look in a mirror.
The blue team kit's nice.
The blue team kit is really nice. Give them that.
It's like the kid at the back of the class feeling like they're going to win the old, get an A on their test this weekend. Like no one's expecting it. But Ferrari really think they can hand it to McLaren this weekend.
They have absolutely no chance.
They don't have any chance, do they?
I don't know who in the Ferrari comms team is putting out that narrative.
But then usually, like I say, it's always Monza. They always pull something out the bag for Monza.
If they're going to find it anywhere, it's going to be here. I mean, the Ferrari fans here, when they storm the track at the end with the flags and everything, it's unbelievable. So you would love to see Ferrari be able to throw something in.
They need it.
Yeah.
They need a bit of a boost of morale. But even still, like you win Monza, what are you getting out of it at the end of the day? It's not going to change their championship.
No,
It would be great. It'd be great vibes. Like, Tifosi will go mad. It's what the Italians. It's what we want. If Lewis could get it, it would be great.
yeah.
But like, it doesn't actually put them any further ahead. It's gonna be like a one-off.
They're just not going to do it, are they? Ferrari are not going to win Monza.
No.
McLaren are a lot further ahead this year than they were last year. So I think it's a two-horse race. I think we're more going to be looking at Lando and Oscar this weekend, thinking Lando has to finish in front of Oscar.
Has to.
That gap is so big that every time Oscar finishes ahead, it's just eating away more and more and more. So Lando's only mission is to have Oscar behind him.
Have you heard of what Mark Webber said?
No.
Mark Webber's not a happy boy.
Why is Mark Webber not happy?
He's not a happy boy.
What's happened? What could have possibly happened?
He's analysed the team, right? And he's realised that every time Lando wins a race or does well, the whole team's like, yeah, going crazy. They're all celebrating like mad. Oscar wins, and they're all like, yeah, sweet, well done, Oscar. So inside the team, we know that it's been like garage.
Where did he say this?
Somewhere online.
So Mark actually isn't happy about that.
Well, you wouldn't be, would you? And look, let's face it, right? British team, Lando, British driver.
Yeah.
The team, they probably obviously want Lando to win the championship. And you know, I imagine most McLaren staff are British. So when the British driver wins, you get behind it. And he's been with the team for so long that they would want that. And they're not giving enough praise to Oscar when he wins. So we know it's garage versus garage now, like each side of the garage, Lando versus Oscar. But yeah, Mark's not happy, mate, because he feels like he can feel the bias.
Yeah, but I think over the last couple of years, Mark's probably had to fight quite a lot and put his neck out on the line
Every
for Oscar.
weekend.
Yeah, so it's probably a lot more hot and heated for Mark. I don't think Oscar really cares, but we've spoke about it before. You can imagine, a lot of people at McLaren would have been working with Lando for a really long time. Like, of course you're going to want to see him win, just as much as Oscar, if not more. So I can understand it from Mark's point of view, and he's doing the right thing to raise anything like that and continuously just fight for Oscar.
McLaren need to wake up a little bit.
Do they?
They do a little bit.
They're completely ahead of the constructors. They're winning the drivers.
Yeah,
Why do they
exactly.
need to wake up?
Because Oscar, he's transcended above that team. I feel like what the guy's done, the performances that he's put in is like second to none.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. McLaren are at the top right now, but they ain't going to be forever. We've got a regulation change coming next year. Everything's flipped on its head. No one really knows what's going to happen. And we hope that McLaren will have a great car.
Yeah.
Oscar does. Lando does. They all do. But if they don't, then all of a sudden that throws McLaren into this pit.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we've got Oscar, we've got Lando. If I was in Oscar's position, I don't know about you, but if there was another team next year who were doing better than McLaren, see you later.
You're bonkers. They're literally winning the Drivers' Championship right now. We cannot be having any conversation about these people leaving McLaren.
Yeah, but did you hear what I said? If
What?
McLaren are next year and,
But
and there's
you're
a
not
better
going to
team,
leave at the beginning of the year.
no,
You'd give it like
you're not
a
gonna
whole
leave
year
at the
at
start of
least.
26. But all I'm saying is that McLaren, they shouldn't get too comfortable because they've got two phenomenal drivers.
Yeah, but they don't need to care about next year yet, do they?
Yeah, absolutely. They need to care. That's all they're thinking about.
Not when they're in
mate.
a championship battle, because they haven't been for so long, and this might be the only chance that they get. If they have a chance of having a driver win the World Championship, they have to be balls to the wall with it.
But they're going to win the championship.
Exactly.
They've already won the constructors. They're definitely winning the
So
drivers.
you think they should just focus next year's car?
No, not at all. No. I'm saying from Oscar's point of view, the team's great.
Yeah.
If they're not next year, I would be off. Like end of 26, I would be like, that's it.
We got out of them what you want and you're out then.
Yeah, there's a team better, and you haven't been giving me what you've been giving Lando. It's a little bit unfair.
So you think they need to be careful because their driver that...
Is winning them the Drivers' Championship.
Yeah.
The driver that is one of the best on the grid is driving for your team, and they've done amazingly well. McLaren have done unbelievable. It's every single person, Zach, Stella, everyone. Just don't get complacent because Oscar is winning you this Drivers' Championship. If Oscar wasn't there,
Lando would be winning it.
Lando would be winning it.
By a mile as well.
I don't think so. I think it would be
course he would.
hard fought. I think it would be hard fought.
Between who?
You look what Max has been putting them under pressure this year. Max hasn't been out of the way. He's been making it fucking hard for McLaren. You put Oscar and Max at Red Bull.
Mate, he's over 100 points behind.
Yeah, in a car that's
Yeah,
half
it's
as
true.
good.
That's true.
Half as good.
But I just don't think
If
these
Red
guys are
Bull
going to
have
leave.
anything, if Red Bull have any improvement next year, McLaren need to watch out. They do.
If Red Bull don't have any improvement next year, their driver is gone. The first driver that will be leaving if the 26
Max
car
is
is
gone.
no good is Max. Because he's just sat in a car all year this year and had to pretend on that mic that he's not absolutely fuming every race weekend. Because that car is not competitive. But yeah, maybe McLaren do need to be a little bit nicer to Oscar, because if he wins the championship and he leaves, you're going to be angry.
No one expected McLaren to come up. Red Bull won many years in a row. It was Red Bull and Mercedes. McLaren weren't anywhere to be seen. What happens? The regulations change. A year later, McLaren are winning the championship. It can come out of nowhere.
The thing is, though, I don't think they'll have another chance for a while. And I think that's why they're so in on it and it's so, like, intense. I think everyone knows that. I don't think McLaren will be there next year.
Do you not?
No, I think the reason Mercedes and Ferrari and these teams aren't there is because they are focused in 26, which is why everyone's saying Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston are going to be amazing for 26. I think McLaren's focus has been these last 2 years for like the 3-4 years in front, obviously.
Yeah.
And they just haven't focused 26 as much. Who knows? Could be wrong. It could be amazing.
I think every team's focusing next year because it's so
they are
different.
now, yeah.
So different.
They are now, but whilst there was a chance they could actually compete, they obviously were focusing this. But now there isn't a chance for anyone
Yeah.
other than these McLarens.
All I'm saying, McLaren are killing it right now, and they don't know what's going to happen next year. So maybe they shouldn't be so biased towards Lando.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's tough.
People didn't like me saying that this last time because I got in trouble for being biased to Oscar, apparently.
Right.
But no,
No, but everyone comments and says we're biased towards Lando because we're British.
yeah, we're not British. No, sorry, we're not Australian. Loads of people think we're Australian because they
Yeah.
always talk about Oscar.
Yeah.
No, they do need to be careful. Will we have another Charles Leclerc photo shoot in Monza? That is the big question.
I hope so, because it's the only reason I watch F1.
Yeah.
Is for those photos.
I think he's the only man on the grid that could turn a crash into a photo shoot.
He's also the only man on the grid that did 7 brand deals in August. On his
We spoke
Instagram.
about this, didn't we?
Charles, I think you've got enough money, mate. I don't know if you need to do those Peroni ads all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Does anyone else watching or see the driver socials think that? Like, because a lot of the drivers do some ads, don't they?
Yeah.
But 7.
I get Peroni. I
Yeah.
obviously understand it, main sponsor or whatever. But 7 brand deals when you're
Yeah.
supposed to be on holiday?
I think some of it's quite cool. We have like different opinions. It might be quite good to talk about. But obviously Leclerc has started up a lot of ventures now. He has
cream.
like his ice cream. I say a lot of ventures. I can't name any more than that. He plays piano, but he does all these ads for different things: watch brands, clothing companies, the private jet things.
VistaJet.
Yeah. 7 ads in a month is a lot. But I saw Lewis Hamilton yesterday make a new Instagram. Did you see this?
No.
It's called Lewis Hamilton Ventures.
Right.
And he's made an actual Instagram for like all of his business ventures.
Oh.
So like everything that he like invests in, runs and
Yeah.
does stuff like that. I think that's really cool if you're Lewis Hamilton.
How many followers has it got?
I don't know, probably already got like 1 million.
Should we
I'd
look?
say. Yeah.
When
have
did
a
he,
look.
do you know when he made it?
Literally yesterday.
Right.
And I think that's really cool if you're Lewis Hamilton. If you're like a 7-time world champion to have all these things and be doing all these ads. But when you haven't quite got a world championship yet, I think maybe the ad should slow down a tiny bit.
Yeah. Lewis can do what he wants because he's the king.
But at the same time, Charles Leclerc can do what he wants. He's the king. So when you got a dog like that,
King of Monaco, mate. Yeah, when you got misses like that as well, you literally do whatever you want.
and if you're doing 7 ads in a month, well, the bill's on you at Jimmy's.
Yeah. Big one for you, mate. And
Yes.
you're gonna absolutely love this.
Yeah.
Stefano Domenicali wants to bring back.
Yes.
Sorry, let me start again. 'Cause I
No.
f***ed up. Stefano Domenicali wants to bring reverse grid.
Yep, mate, I've seen it. This was my main topic for... F1 has listened to the show.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
can I say? You
I
guys
have-
got to start paying us.
Stefano Domenicali looking at shorter races, scrapping free practice and reverse grids for future F1 races.
2 things. Apparently, there was a study that was done.
Yeah.
And everyone said that they'd rather watch more action rather than a free practice. Not sure who voted on that because we didn't. I didn't even see it. Second thing, all the drivers apparently they had a team meeting recently of all the drivers, and they all said, or most of them said, that they would love to try reverse grid.
Okay,
if the drivers want to do it,
Been saying for a long time would love reverse grid. Think it would really spice things up, and I don't think it would make too much of a difference because look how far ahead the good teams are.
So
they're
what you-
literally lapping these cars. It doesn't matter if they start a few spaces back behind people. Make them have to come through.
you're thinking top 10
Yeah.
reversed.
If you reverse grid the top 10 in F1, it is not going to do anything other than make the racing better because the top 10 are finishing a lap, if not more, ahead of the rest anyway. So why not make it difficult for them at the beginning to have to off the line, come past 5 cars and battle people that aren't as good as them or aren't as quick as them?
And then points for quali.
And points for quali. I'm
Or-
not sure about no practice though.
Try it on the sprints. Just reverse the sprint.
Why not?
See
It's
what happens.
interesting, Stefano talking about this though, because you know that it's actually being considered.
Yeah.
The thing is, with taking out practice, is then I think you damage their quali laps. Maybe they don't have to broadcast practice, but sometimes I like watching it.
It's tough, really, because you got a goat like Lewis who's driven around Monza 7,000 times. I'm sure he could,
Yeah.
he could drive around Monza taking a turd.
Exactly.
Whereas, like, you've got a brand new driver who maybe
Rookies.
hasn't done it yet. Yeah, they need the time, right?
Exactly.
And they need to try the car. They need to test the car out before the weekend. And so, yeah, it's a tough one. But, like, some people enjoy watching practice.
Yeah.
Snooze fest.
But then the
for
one
me.
thing I love about F1, and I think was such a change when we started watching it, is it's a whole weekend thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like literally Friday to Sunday. And if you go there, you have a whole weekend thing.
Yeah.
If you start playing around with what happens on a Friday and on a Saturday, you might end up with like a Saturday night quali, Sunday morning sprint, Sunday morning race, which might be so exciting.
Yeah.
Shorter event. I mean, F1 would love that. It would be easier to transport. Only 2 days of having to have security, staff, everything.
It's funny because I met someone who has been to one race and she went to Friday practice and that's all that she went to. And she fucking loved it. Like, she loved it.
Yeah,
like,
but it's still seeing the cars.
yeah. So apparently even if there's no racing on, it's still quite fun. So
Well, I mean, in fairness, if you go to an F1 track and you watch it track side,
Yeah.
you only see the cars going past. Vroom, vroom, vroom,
Yeah.
vroom. So practice, race, quali, pretty much the
all
same
the
thing.
same thing,
Unless
yeah.
you get an overtake at like
Just-
your section of the track.
just get hammered to the sound of engines.
But shorter races, I wonder whether he means more like sprints or like actually just wiping off laps and then being like a bit shorter. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, when I was a kid, I really struggled to like watch a whole race.
Yeah.
Whereas now, like it's just on and I watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't even feel like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
No, some of them even feel really short. If there's like no safety car or nothing, it can just fly through
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're at the end and you're like, oh, I've waited 3 weeks for that race. It's over in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
No one's overtook anyone.
I've got a question for you.
Oh, I'd love a question.
Do you think Toto Wolff dyes his hair? Because there is not a f***ing grey hair on that head.
Right.
There is not a grey hair on that head. He is immaculate.
We spoke about this the other day. There's no way he's the only one. And we said it because Flavio Briatore has sat there with his amazing glasses, his little bit of hair, but he looks great.
We're going grey.
Yeah, I'm going great.
We're 29.
Toto Wolff must dye his hair.
Toto Wolff looks unbelievable. He has to dye that hair. It is perfect.
James Vowles too. There is no way that these people are turning up every race weekend under that stress with no grey hair.
The job is so stressful. I got my first grey hair in COVID. I was stressed about being in the house.
Yeah, well, I'm dyeing my hair now.
Yeah.
I'll put it out there on the internet.
Yeah, it looks good. Turn your head.
It's not quite Just for Men, but I remember being a kid watching the Just for Men adverts thinking, why would anyone dye their hair?
Yeah.
And now here I am.
Yeah, you'll be 40 stone next. You'll be wearing Giacomo.
Extra
extra
Not going to
large.
lie, when I'm all grey, it's going to be great. All grey, it'll be great.
Yeah. The medium stage going through it is
Yeah.
probably a bit crap. But when you get to that Silver Fox era, Flavio looks unbelievable. And I love the way that Flavio's losing all of his hair at the front.
Yeah, but it still
And
up.
he still kept it. Like, what a bloke.
And he only ever wears them glasses. Because if he didn't have them glasses on, it'd look like a completely different person. That's his look, isn't it?
And the teeth.
Yeah, and the teeth.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, Fab, yes, I do think Toto Wolff
He
dyes his hair.
definitely.
Another note I had for today's show, I wanted to talk about because I thought it was amazing. When Isaac Hadjar came out for the podium and he walks left, and then there's nothing there. He doesn't even know what way to go. He couldn't find his team after it. It's so good to see these young drivers have these opportunities.
That he did the slickest switch around.
He did,
you
he
see
did,
it?
spin
Yeah,
round
I'm going to do
straight
it. Right.
away.
I'm going to see it. I don't know if it will come out.
Yeah, you gonna go and do us an act? The feet do it all.
And then he goes
Yeah, and with that noise.
in one movement as well. He's lit and with the noise as well.
Yeah.
And then carried on walking.
Well, he looked like he was meant to be there. That's for absolute sure. And because we're talking about Hadjar, I got something
He
for
looked,
you.
he looked gorgeous up there. He looked great.
Yeah. Kimi Antonelli, one more rookie. Hadjar, a rookie. Now, Kimi Antonelli has more points than Hadjar this season. Hopefully, our amazing editor can put some table on the screen or something and
Please, Luke.
show you guys what's going on.
Make us look good.
But basically, Even though Kimi has more points than Hadjar this season, Kimi's average race finish is 12.2. All of his races put together divided by how many there are. A DNF or last is 20th, I scored it as. Hadjar's is 11.8, which means Hadjar in a V-carb this season over 15 races has a better finish average than Kimi Antonelli.
Stick him in the murk, mate.
Which
Stick
is
him in the murk.
unbelievable.
Crack the windows, crack the roof,
Yeah, he's
turn
up,
the tunes up.
yeah, he's
stick
up
him in the
against
Merc.
a Merc, and he's also not had any of the hype of people speaking about him like Kimi did. So to be doing that in that car,
That's a blessing, though. That's a blessing.
yeah.
Kimi stepping into that main seat, you're replacing Lewis Hamilton and one of the best teams in Formula One history. Cool, the pressure. You know? He had the crash in the practice in Monza last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
Pressure.
He was
already.
hammering it, to be fair. That's when I
Pressure.
knew. Flying over them
And
curbs.
then he got in the flow a little bit. And then, like, for the first, third of this season, he did really well, didn't he? Did he get a podium? Or
Oh, I've
he
got him here.
started on pole for...
Well, let's talk about Kimi.
Yeah.
Some people say that it's not been going to plan. I think he's only 19 and he's been doing unbelievable this season. So
Yeah,
let's cut him some
yeah,
slack.
yeah.
He's still got to pick up the tracks. But yeah, he started off finishing 4th, 6th, 6th, 11th, 6th, 6th, DNF, 18th, DNF, 3rd.
4th, 6th, 6th.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then recently, his last 5 have been 16th, 10th, 16th, DNF, DNF.
Okay. Can we compare him to George? Do you have those
I
numbers?
don't have that up.
Do
But
you have
George
those
has
numbers?
been... We know that this season George has pretty much been top 6. Like
George has been great,
most races.
but Kimi started really good for a rookie. And that's pressure. That's pressure within a team. George is the lead driver. That shouldn't be happening that soon. You know? And again, mate, I don't know what you want to say. I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist, but if you're Mercedes team boss or whoever you are, and
What, you think they'd slow down
and
Kimi
your
and speed
lead
up
driver
George?
is not doing as well as he should, and Kimi's looking great, if I was Toto, and I would just turn the car down a little
Well,
bit.
maybe.
Oh, I don't know what's happened. Kimi has dropped off. You know?
But I thought Antonelli has longer at that team than Russell. Because like Russell's contract ends at the end of this year, whereas I thought Antonelli is Toto's prodigy. Would Toto really do that to Kimi? Maybe it's George. If this is 007, this man knows what he's doing.
Just there in a black suit with a bow tie.
Imagine that breaking news Sunday morning.
In the
Sky
middle of the
Sports.
night, Monza
George
garage.
Russell
Just
caught playing with Kimi Antonelli's car. A video just comes out of him, screwdriver. Who knows what goes on?
The best policemen hide in plain sight, don't they? Covert
Well, that's
operations, secret operations. George, he has that lovely thing about him where he's like a lovely bloke, but don't misjudge him.
No, don't.
Everyone's up to something.
Breaking news!
Sly dog.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Mick Schumacher has turned down the reserve seat at Cadillac. He's turned it down because he's apparently been offered the role of McLaren hypercar in 2027. He is looking at maybe now even leaving Alpine and WEC for that. So there's a lot of movement going on.
What championship is that?
McLaren hypercar, it's for 2027. So I'd assume it's maybe hypercar. Is that like the name of the series? But why would you turn down a reserve seat? Is it because it's a reserve seat?
Sad.
Just don't want to do it.
That's so sad, isn't it?
What, that you turned it down?
If I think about this, right? Imagine a band's going on tour, massive Ed Sheeran, and he's like, "I want you to be my support artist. I want you to play at every show for the next 20 shows on this world tour." But then imagine if he said, "Well, actually, we don't know if you're going to play every night." So this band has to go on the road
Yeah.
and
The life of a reserve
go
driver.
to every gig and not know if they're going to play. Like that would be shit. And that's what a reserve driver's like, isn't it?
So you don't think he wants to do it because of that?
Mick is at a point where he's getting older and he's got this legacy because of his name, and he's a good driver. Mick's a great driver. And like, are you going to keep clinging on to a pipe dream that's just not looking like it's not going to happen year upon year? It's looking like, why don't you go and make a name for yourself somewhere else?
Give yourself a chance, yeah.
Yeah, I know it's Formula One. I know it's like the greatest motorsport in the world. But just go and have fun.
I do think reserve for Cadillac would have been a good move, though, because they're two older drivers. They're more likely to, like, slip a disc, pull a muscle in a leg.
Sergio, he's got cataracts one morning. He needs to get LASIK eye.
You never know what might happen before qualifying.
Yeah,
true. If they pull their
Valtteri's
back,
blown his hip out.
maybe they're
Yeah.
more susceptible to illnesses, colds.
Susceptible.
I struggle with the lisp with that one, but I think the word was correct. Susceptible?
No, not quite.
Acceptable.
Depends on what context. Can't remember what you were saying. You're thinking of susceptible. We won't cut that one.
No, we don't need to
Because
cut
people
that
need
one.
to see who we truly are.
And because we're going to show people who we truly are, welcome to Pitstop's big fat stinking Monza quiz. 5 questions for Fabio Bocca to see how much he knows, because he is Italian, by the way, as well.
Brilliant.
To see how much he knows about Monza.
Everyone's going to get this right then.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to get this right.
Maybe you're lucky your hat. You got a lucky. What are you hiding under that?
I didn't. I came straight out of bed.
Yeah.
So Barnett's a bit all over the place.
All right.
I must be a really erratic sleeper because, like, you wake up in the morning, you're fucking immaculate. Like, your hair is fine. I wake up in the morning and my hair's like that. I must be fighting in my sleep or something.
Do you ever wake up and you're like the other end of the bed or like across the bed?
No, but my duvet turned around last night. Not sure why. The buttons are up by my neck. Down the bottom.
Strange.
Yeah, really weird. Wait, huh?
Anyway, question number 1. I think you'll get most of these. They're pretty simple. And if you don't get them, it's all right anyway.
Yeah, classic Jake boys. Who won the 1948 Monza?
How many turns at Monza? 11, 13, or 15?
3, 4,
Wow, someone's been playing the game.
5, 6, 7, 8, 13.
Clearly not enough. The answer's 11, but you know, good try. Yeah, we clap them when we're wrong because we're supportive here on Pitstop. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, none out of 1. Question number 2. Who holds the lap record at Monza? Verstappen, Hamilton, Vettel, or Barrichello?
Hamilton.
None out of 2. It's Barrichello in 2004.
Big up Barrichello.
Crazy that record still stands.
2004 they were quick.
Really?
Quickest
But
cars.
aren't they quicker now?
Nah.
On a straight.
Maybe.
It's crazy that 21 years ago, the cars were quicker. That seems like backwards to me.
Yeah,
Surely they should be so much quicker now.
Sounded a lot better too.
2 F1 drivers share the record for the most wins at Monza with 5. One is Michael Schumacher, and the other is...
There's no multiple choice.
No.
Max. No.
Oh!
Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis?
Yeah.
1 out of 3. That's good. Correct. Yeah, well done.
Don't clap it. I got it right.
Oh, what?
Or did you clap the wrong ones?
Oh, we clapped the wrong ones. Okay, that makes sense. What was the closest finish in F1 history recorded at Monza in 1971?
Oh yeah. Let me just remember that.
You were there, weren't you?
Yeah.
You were there. You had fish and chip.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
0.01, 0.03, or 0.08, the finish.
I know it's come close in the past, but I don't know at Monza. High-speed track like Monza. A lot of horsepower, a lot of speed, a lot of aerodynamics.
Yeah, a lot of it. I love an arrow.
Yeah. Maybe a few dimes in there as well.
Love a dime as well.
Dime would be a great sponsor.
Oh, yeah,
for
they
Ferrari.
would be a great sponsor.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, because it's red.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 0.1.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. Very nice. No claps. At calm.
Little one.
Final question for those of you playing along at home. Which driver scored his first ever Formula One podium at Monza in 2006?
Leclerc! No! 2006. Jesus.
Leclerc!
Leclerc!
Rosberg, Massa, Kubica, or Button? Just take a guess. There's no way you'd know it. It's fine.
Can you give me like a hint?
Okay, yeah, it's not Rosberg. Massa, Kubica, or Button? Massa, Kubica, or Button? Sounds like a song.
I don't think it's Button.
Okay. I actually love chocolate bands as well.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Especially the white ones from down the road.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I'm gonna go. You got another clue or?
Yeah, it's not Massa, so it's either Rosberg or Kubica. First podium at Monza 2006.
You already told me that it wasn't Rosberg, so I'm gonna go with Kubica.
Well, that would be correct. Well done for taking in all the information.
Wait, so what did I get?
3 out of 5. You gonna clap it or are you gonna act calm? Oh, okay. Not bad.
Out of that.
Let's do some predictions, eh?
Yeah, predictions for the Monza Grand Prix.
Yep.
In P3, I am going to put Ferrari up there because I do believe that, if they're confident about they can get the car low enough, then sweet. But I don't think they're going to beat the McLarens. And I'm going to put Lewis up there because I think it's contractual.
Nice. Okay, what, third?
Yeah.
Lewis third. I'm going to go for Isaac Hadjar third.
Back to back.
Back-to-back podiums. Sometimes, just sometimes, the confidence and knowing you actually can get that out of a car probably is so massive.
And it's almost a home race, isn't it, for RB, in a way? They're
Yeah.
in Faenza.
Kinda.
Down
And
the
they're
road.
quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I put Isaac Hadjar third. Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
No, I like it. I like the positive energy. Second, I'm going to go with Max.
So one McLaren driver isn't making the top three. Cool, that's going to be a huge swing for the championship.
Yeah.
Second, I'm going for Lando. Yeah, I think second. And first, Oscar Piastri.
Well, I'm going Oscar first.
Yeah.
Max is going to sling it down into that turn one again.
What happens to Lando?
Get scared?
Really?
Maybe you get scared of Max. Max races Oscar differently, but Lando's scared of Max.
Where does he finish, though? Does Lando finish the race?
Fifth.
Fifth. So he gets points.
Fifth.
But Oscar wins.
Yeah.
That would be damaging. Crazy prediction?
Crazy prediction. I'm going to put Esteban Ocon up into P8.
Nice. We'll clap that.
He got P10 in the last race, I think, and he's going to do it again.
And we know the car's capable. Ollie has been able to extract crazy performances out of it.
Yeah.
So maybe Ocon can. My crazy prediction is it's going to be a disaster for Alpine. They're really doing very well at the moment. My crazy prediction, I'm going to say it will be a disaster of a weekend for Alpine. They're letting Paul Aaron race in FP1. I think Colapinto probably needs that practice time. And it's
Did
just
well
not
last
been-
race though, Colapinto.
Yeah. But it's just not going well for Alpine, is it? You know, I predicted them to do well in the championship this year, and they're smack bang last. So,
Calm before the storm.
yeah, Flavio's cooking.
Yeah, something's coming.
No rush.
He's cooking a big plate of pasta. He's slow cooking that sauce for 4 hours, leaving it on the hob all day. Let the tomatoes cook all the acid out. Yeah, that's what Flavio's doing.
Amazing.
Just another quick one before we go. Jock Clear is leaving Ferrari. The man who's been with the team for 10 years. He's off ski, mate. So another big hit for Ferrari.
Why?
I don't know. But he's been there, long
Could
time.
they be starting garden leave with 2 new projects in F1?
Christian Horner.
I reckon Christian Horner is cutting some sunflowers right now.
If someone says to Christian Horner, you've lived in this beautiful house in the UK for, all these years, why not pop over to Italy for a little bit? You'd like it.
What are you saying?
If Horner wants to have, a 4-year holiday in Italy.
What, a Ferrari? They ain't gonna take him.
Mate, you
No.
just don't know what
Stick
happens.
with Fred.
You don't know what happens.
We don't know what happens. That's true. Thank you very much for watching Pitstop. Give the video a thumbs up. Comment down below. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Hit the bell and have a good rest tonight.
What? Have a good rest tonight. Sleep well, everyone.